Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are at in the world, and welcome to this channel. Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome, and welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. So when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie, either by double tapping the screen or just simply hitting that thumbs up. All right. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. Okay. And if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you don't miss when I go live or when I post videos. All of that helps out this channel, and I am very, very grateful of all of your love and support. Okay. So this is Happy Freya's Day, TGIF, and it is also for the element of air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And what we do on Freya's Day is we pull divine feminine messages. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So what divine feminine wants to come out for the element of air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and what would you like to discuss, please? And thank you, divine. Okay. Okay, so take a look at these cards. Look at the one that's on my fingertips, the Empress of Protection. I am safe, I am divinely protected, and I am held in love at all times. So I am talking to my air signs who are of a high vibration. You are heavily protected. You're divinely protected at all times, and you are loved at all times. All right. So we have White Buffalo Calf Woman. You are a prophetess. You prophet sacred visions, like an oracle. Inanna, the Queen of Heaven and Earth. I have nothing to hide. I accept all that I am. Right? So you accept flaws and all. Even you know you're of the divine, right? You know that you're divinely protected. You know that you're held in love at all times from the divine while you're here down on earth. You accept yourself just as you are, flaws and all. And then the latest of the lotus born, embodiment is a deep bliss. My body is made for treatment. So you're opening yourself up like a lotus flower. All right, let's take a look at your card. Fatima, the mother of imams, IMS. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. So again, you're a prophetess because Fatima brought prophets. She brought 3 prophets to the world. 3 prophets. You are so protected and so loved. And look who's underneath it, the air goddess, Freya. You cannot make this stuff up. You are also not only a prophet, you are a divine healer. Underneath the Empress, you are the ultimate divine mother figure. You are protected by the divine. You're protected by Mother Earth. You got a strong spiritual circle around you. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Right? So this is the first time that Fatima has ever really popped out. Fatima, but she appeared as Mother Mary to some children and gave them, I think she appeared 3 times and gave them words, like she gave them messages. All right. I'm pretty sure that that's what she did. Number 60. So the 6 talks about balance, talks about peace, it talks about harmony. But it also talks about the darkness with a 0 hitting, like the earth. Mother Earth is about to ground 0. Let's look up what her prophets were. Before we do, let's read what she has to say for the element of air. Fatima embodies the love and fulfillment that comes from living in a state of gratitude. Fatima bint Muhammad was born in the early 7th century and is the only child of Khadijah and the Prophet Muhammad to live into adulthood. She is associated with the title, the mother of her father, because she cared for Muhammad after her mother died. She is an object of veneration, love, and respect for all Muslims because she supported her father through all of his difficulties. She was a devoted wife and mother of 2 sons and 2 daughters. Her descendants are spread throughout the Islamic world. To the Shiites, she is particularly significant because she was married to Ali, the Prophet Muhammad's cousin. Ali is considered the Shiites to be legitimate heir to Muhammad's teachings. Fatima's many children are considered then the rightful inheritors of Islam. In Imam as a leader, Imam, I'm sorry if I'm chopping it for those of you who have the Islam religion, is a leader of the Islamic faith. Fatima is considered to be the mother of imams because of the love and gratitude she gave her family. There are many stories about her devotion and the unfaltering love she provided in order to protect them. She never failed to defend what was sacred to her. It is said that Fatima stood up to Muhammad's successor, Abu, oh my gosh, Bar, I don't know how to pronounce that, because she didn't feel that he was honoring her father's legacy in the way he had hoped. She lived with stability because she knew that her love for her family gave her a solid foundation, identity, and clarity of purpose. She is coming to you today, air signs, to let you know we can get caught up in the ego's idea of who we need to become or of what we need to achieve. Fatima is the grace that sweeps through our seemingly complex lives and reminds us of what's core, what's solid earth to soul. Family, even if family means a few beloved friends. What matters most is the love and gratitude we bring to those who are there for us, and the love and gratitude we feel when they show up for us. Nurturing, protecting, and taking care of the ones we love is a sacred occupation. My great-grandmother, Big Margie, advised me that if I had ever had children, I needed to make sure I got paid for it. I had no clue what she was talking about. The idea was so foreign. Big Margie believed that women should have a wage for the time they spent raising children so that their work would at least be valued. The role of housewife or stay-at-home mom is sacred if it's consciously chosen. It is a profound contribution to raise and reconstitute the world. There is a legacy of love that can be inherited by the whole family from such undivided attention and presence. Fatima restores the significance and importance to the spiritual path of motherhood. Fatima is also to step back, take a deep breath, and take inventory of how much you can be grateful for right now in this moment. She releases you from the expectations of yourself, whether you have mothered a child, a friend, or yourself. Fatima helps you see again the vital role that nature provides. She offers a perspective and says love is the family we all belong to, and gratitude is the stage of wealth we get to live in. So air signs, ask yourself, what am I most grateful for in this moment? Okay, So let me do the Fatima research here, because I'm almost positive she is the mother who come and delivered messages to the children. And so let me go where I want to go here. Okay. Um, to obtain, to abstain, or one who weans a child. In religion and spiritual context, it's interpreted as separating from evil, symbolizing purity or one separate from hell. The name is profoundly revered in the Muslim world, most famously borne by Fatima bint Muhammad, the daughter of the Prophet Muhammad. She is viewed as the ultimate model of compassion, piety, and strength, often compared in the statue to the Virgin Mary in Christian tradition. What did I say about her showing up as Mother Mary? I said that. Christian association outside the Islamic faith, the name very well known globally to Our Lady of Fatima, referring to famous 1917 Marian apparitions in Fatima, Portugal. I'm telling you, it was also named Fatima Al, who founded the University of, I don't know, in 859 AD, recognized as the oldest continuous operating degree granting educational institution. I'm telling you, referring to the famous 1917 Marian apparitions in Fatima, Portugal. I'm telling you, something about that. And let me see something. I need to look. We're going down a rabbit hole, air signs. Between May and October 1917, the Virgin Mary reportedly appeared 6 times to 3 shepherd children. Lucia dos Santos, 10, and her cousins Francisco, 9, and Jacinta Marto, 7, in the village of Fatima, Portugal. The apparition, which urged prayer and penance, culminated in the miracle of the sun on October 13th, witnessed by 70,000 people. The profound events in Fatima transformed this once small rural town into one of the world's most significant Catholic pilgrimages sites. The apparitions took place at the Cova da Ara, which is now the main square of the sanctuary, um, where Virgin Mary stood atop a home oak tree. Now, if you've been following my channel, we've been getting the oak tree is a symbolic tree of divine protection, supreme protection. The oak tree, that's what it means. Basilicas. The site features 2 major basilicas, a Basilica of Our Lady of Rosary, which contains the tomb of the 3 shepherd children, and the newer modern Basilica of the Most Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The messages entrusted to the children, often referred to as the 3 secrets of Fatima, prophesy significant global events, including the end of World War I and the beginning of World War II. Today, millions of pilgrims visit Fatima annually, particularly on the 13th of each month from May through October to commemorate the dates of the original apparitions. So in Islam, it's Fatima. In Catholic, it's Mother Mary. Okay, air signs. So something about this is significant to you. You could be the prophetess who is prophesying some sort of a global event, air signs. Global events. And you know what's really crazy is Freya. She is one of the air goddesses or air deities who is the oracle of the Delphi, who prophesies things. She is also, her and Odin prophesy Ragnarok. Ragnarok is pretty much the same thing as the Revelations in that book. We're not going to talk about that book today, but it's the same thing. The revelations, the grand unveiling is what it means. And what is being unveiled on a worldly level is the true gods, the jealous gods, the fallen ones, the fallen angels who said nobody should bow down before me because I'm a jealous God. That is what is being unveiled, the truth about religion in a whole. If you're religion, I'm not bashing you. If you have a good heart, go for it. But if you are one of these people who are very religious and you got a bad heart, such as, let me give you an example, go to church. When you get out of church, the first thing you want to do is go to the bar, right? And drink that inhibited liquid that poisons your mind. Okay, if you ever got drunk, trust me, I went to school for the justice. I went to school for the justice system, and I was in with the cops, and they brought in these goggles. They were called the drunken goggles, and you put them on, and the cop was standing there, and because I was doing something for the professor. He's like, put them on, and I put them on, and he goes, now stand up and walk. I stood up and ran right into the desk, and I was straight as a poker, and I was like, wow. He goes, that's what it's like when you're drunk. You don't see clearly, you don't think clearly. Okay, that's one example. Another example is if you go to church, you leave church, you go shopping, and something doesn't get bag rate, and you're standing there cussing out the cashier because they put your bubble gum in with your toilet paper, for instance, which doesn't matter, is not going to hurt either way, but you're standing there calling her names, calling her an effing hoe, and you're worthless. That's not a good heart. You should not do that, right? So that's what I'm talking about. You could be religious and have a heart of gold, be very generous, work for a missionary, do missionary work. That's the good religion. That's the things that you do. You give without the expectation of giving. Okay? The bad ones that I just explained. All right? So on that rant, Fatima came to these children and she predicted global events. I myself did a couple of videos last year and a couple of times, 2 different ones about global events, and one of them was about the snake's head getting cut off, which was last week's message. The snake's head are about to get cut off. The snakes are the reptilians. They're demons. They literally are demons. I have seen them. I have seen them with my third eye. They literally are demons. They have the little jaggy teeth, and when they bite you, they poison you. It like slowly kills you, right? And they poison you, and they can kill you. They can wrap around you and restrict you and suffocate you. And And what people understand is that they can believe in God, but they can't believe in demons. And the people who are genuinely of the light, of direct source, get called demons because the spiritual narcissists, we'll just call them that, have that narrow-minded focus. Okay? Because you have different belief systems. So she prophesied global events. We're about to have one of them. We are about to have another global event. A grand island. It's coming, guys. It's coming real quick. Where masks are getting ripped off. You're going to see the truth of religion. You're going to see it. People are going to be shocked. You know, especially, and this happened to me. Believe it, that we're the only species that are alive in galaxies. We are not the only species. We had to come from somewhere, right? We had to come from somewhere. Another thing, back in, I think it was Columbus, supposedly Columbus discovered America, but there was somebody before Columbus who literally discovered America. Columbus was not the first one. But one of those two individuals also had said that the earth is flat. The earth really is not what you think it is. It's a plane. It's a 3D plane. We're not really a living rock. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of things going to be unveiled. People are going to be really shocked. For those of us who are awake, we're going to be shocked too, but our shock is going to wear off a lot quicker because we see things differently. And for those of you who are a prophet or a prophetess, you are already prophesizing world events. Like, for instance, I have been noticing this. And I don't post and boast about it because nobody ever looks at my community tab. If you would look at my community tab, I would post things that have been coming true. Like, for instance, I don't know if it was last week. It could have been the new moon energy or the moon before that, the full moon. I had said about, it could have even been a couple months ago, I had said about a volcano eruption. A couple of days later, I seen in the news a volcano erupted. I also had said about an earthquake happening. A couple days later in the news, we had a major earthquake around the scene. I think it was the major fault zone. Or maybe it was around the ring of fire. Something like that. It was something major. If I have it, you too have it, air signs. And that's why this beautiful Fatima is coming out. Right? Because you also have the gift of prophecy. You also have an oracle ability where you may not even need cards. I didn't need a card to all snakes die at sundown. I didn't need to know that. I didn't need a card to see that or hear that. You know, I didn't need a card to see Anubis either show up on my third eye and tell me the weighing of the hearts is coming for humanity. I did both of those videos. The weighing of the hearts is coming to humanity. So, I mean, and those are prophecies. That's the truth. Anubis is an Egyptian deity. He's like the Egyptian angel of death, if you don't know who he is. Also, this is something crazy too. I had the burning bush, not literally, but as a sign outside my house. I'm like, ugh. And I dreamt about that right after I moved where I'm at. I dreamt about seeing that burning bush. And I was like, what the hell? Am I going to have a house fire? No, it was a sign. I dreamt it and then I seen it. The burning bush represents a gift, like a prophecy coming to Moses about freeing and liberating God's chosen ones. So if you identify chosen one, you also have, you're here for a purpose. You're here for a purpose. So Mother Mary is the mother of Jesus. Archangel Gabriel come down to Mother Mary and told her she was going to get pregnant, and he told her what to name that child. It was going to be a boy, and what to name that child. Now, the true essence of Jesus, he may look human, but he's not human. He is different. And he was here to wake up humanity, to tell them that everything we need is within us. Okay? Which is true. And we as twin flames are here on earth now to guide humanity into Christ's consciousness, to help awaken them, to help them to vibration. Because we're in that split. We're in that timeline split right now, collective. We're in that timeline split where the 3D, the earthly realm, the realm that we're in right now, which is a realm, and the 5D realm, we're splitting. That's why there's so much division in the world amongst us spiritual people and religious people. That's why we're under spiritual warfare from the darkness, because the darkness doesn't want humanity to wake. They want to keep humanity in the 5D control mechanism, where people like myself and other twin flamers that are chosen, the chosen ones, I'll just say it like that, the chosen ones are here to guide people to that Christ consciousness so that we can take them to the 5D. So to help them elevate, to help them, because when you go into the 5D, you're going to go into a transition state where you're going through a deep cleansing on all levels, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Because when you go into the 5D, you can't take no parasites because you'll contaminate it. So basically, humanity is in a split right now. That's why there's so much he said, she said, you're wrong, you're right, you're the devil, you're this, you're that, da 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 da. See it all the time. I hear it all the time. Been through it myself. Because people, there's like, it's wrong or right, right? And if you're going through a lot of spiritual warfare and witchcraft attacks and black magic and all that, that means you're doing something right. So the more that you're attacked means the more that you're doing something right. The more the attacks, the higher the calling, if you see what I mean. Because if you wasn't getting attacked, that means they don't care about you. That means you're just a little nobody, right? But if you're going through spiritual warfare and you're fighting off demons and you're constantly, under some sort of an attack somewhere in your life, whether it's 3D, 5D, 7D, it does not matter. There's something to do here. And that's because the darkness doesn't want you to do your job. So think about that for a second. Let that sink in. Okay? So yeah, so you air signs are you got the Fatima divine feminine coming through here. Telling you you're divinely protected and saying, I love you, my child, because Mary was Jesus's mom. He came through a virgin birth. Virgin is purity, right? Sacred union isn't coming into union with another person. Sacred union is coming into union within thyself. Coming down here, going through all the trauma that you've been through, and I've been through a lot, and I'm sure a lot of you have too, was part of the plan to break you so that you could find all those missing pieces. It's like that Sophia. She fell from heaven. When she fell to earth into the 3D, her light shattered. So she's traveling through this darkness, right? And she's seeing all these little pieces of her light, picking them up and putting them back within herself. Did they perfectly fit? No, because that's the only way the light could shine through, is through them cracks. So basically what I'm telling you is being grateful for everything that you have been through, having an attitude of gratitude, thanking for the challenges, thank you for the blessings. That's the only way through through this situation. Finding love. When nobody else is able to give it to you, finding love within thyself. Okay? So, and that's the of Guadalupe is another form of Fatima. See all the stars? A star seed. See how she's got her hand in prayer? So, and Freya is an oracle of the Delphi. She was a clear channel. She would channel down through her crown chakra and have somebody there writing everything she said as she was channeling. She didn't use cards. No, she didn't. She was a prophetess. She prophesied. And the thing is about Freya, people would come to her for messages. And a lot of times she wouldn't read for people because she wanted them to learn how to use their own discernment. Okay? So, but Fatima, what is hidden that's coming to the light? Because you're coming through for a reason, for the element of air. So, listen, the North Node is about to roll into Aquarius. Okay? So I feel like that's why Fatima is showing up in the element of air. Yeah. We have, what's hidden is you have a hidden enemy. See how she's wearing that robe? I feel like this is a hidden enemy who is trying to manipulate a situation. But also, this is talking about acquiring knowledge through facing your shadows, right? Acquiring knowledge through facing your shadows. You also have a hidden enemy around you who's trying to manipulate you. Yeah, look. Hawk Prince, right? Somebody who could be spiritually spying on you like a hawk. Communication, paying attention, 11. 1116, which is a 9. 369 could be significant. So you may need to take some sort of steps to ask for some spiritual communication, like a prophecy, something along them lines. So what is hidden is this shadow. So this is why, like I said, the twin flames, you have to face your shadows. Integrating that dark and that light, accepting everything, accepting your bad side, your good side, the things, because listen, there's no one damn human on this earth that's perfect. I don't care who you are. You are not perfect. And if you go around thinking that you're better than somebody or you're perfect, you got a problem. You're the one that needs counseling. That's somebody who's very arrogant, very egotistic. Okay? So, yeah. So, Fatima is saying you're acquiring knowledge from some sort of a hidden shadow within thyself. And you got somebody who could be doing magic on you. See how she's dressed in black magic witchcraft, who is trying to manipulate your spiritual communication, your spiritual prophecy. But you're protected, so don't worry. And Freya is saying use your discernment. Because there is a miracle about to occur, right? That's what the Fatima talks about, a miracle coming through. So the Shadow Queen is coming in as an ally. The Shadow Queen tells you that tells you that too many of the details hidden behind your circumstances prevent you from moving forward quickly at this time. She has come with a lantern to help shed light on what is concealed within you or your situation. So that's what Tima is saying. She is coming forth, shedding light on what is concealed. Remember, revelations, things are being revealed, right? Shedding light on what is hidden. The veil being lifted when the North Node goes into Aquarius, if it hasn't already. I don't know. I haven't checked AstroSeek. So when the North Node goes into Aquarius, what was hidden is about to be revealed. This is a time to wait for more to be revealed. Perhaps you lack clarity and knowledge of how to proceed with the subject or inquiry. It's time to educate yourself a little more about your intent and then put that information to work for you. The Shadow Queen asks that you dig deep to gain strength and that you have the courage to ask someone in the now to shed light on your circumstances. She promises to send you that person to you. Beware of moving too quickly in the dark, as you will likely trip and fall and have to start again. So, yeah, right now we're in that period of darkness, right? So you have somebody who is a dark manipulator. Who is trying to trip you up with some sort of spiritual communication. Somebody who's got a hawk eye on you. Somebody who's been eyeballing you, evil eyeing you. Why? Because they know that you're a prophetess. This is somebody who's very insecure. And their intention is to make you trip and fall so that you have to start the cycle all over again. And this is somebody who is hiding behind their ego, hiding behind, their shadow. And what they're trying to do is conceal your light. They're trying to conceal your light by manipulating you. That's why you're being asked to use your discernment. What is the air signs' intuition telling them? Call on your joy gods. Look, a 16. 16, 16. 7, 7. You can't make this stuff up, guys. So your intuition is telling you to call on your guides and let go. Let go of God. See how you're going through a door? And listen to your heart. Because you got a fake manipulator here. Right? Who is very dramatic. Who is a stage actress, right? Who is acting like, I feel like they're trying to act like they're you. See, look. So somebody riding that unicycle, somebody who's standing there, looks like they're acting, somebody who's doing some sort of acrobats or something along them lines. There you have a clown being a puppeteer, a jack-in-a-box with a sock, right? A sock puppet here, right? Who is finding joy in trying to manipulate you. But this is somebody who's calling you a fake. I feel the stage is setting. The theatrics is coming to the light. This is the comedy tragedy. It talks about the theater, right? Play, a theater, the theatrics of a stage setting on a worldly level. Where there's an opportunity being opened up to you, air signs. Okay? So your intuition is telling you, I think it's crazy you got two numbers, 1616. Yesterday was the 16th, which was Thursday. So, air signs, your situation at this moment is critical, but don't allow it to become too serious or you'll lose way. Remember, on a soul level, this too shall pass, and it will pass much easier with the help of your joy guides to listen to your mood and elevate your vibration so that you can move on to better times. Learn to recognize when your joy guides are on the scene. They like to play games and sometimes practical jokes with you to keep you from taking things too personally. They're good at getting your attention with their antics. They may hide your keys, move your things, or steal one of your socks. Oh, so you're a sock thief. See, collective, that's where your socks are going when you dry them, right? Steal one of your socks out of the dryer. Are you freaking kidding me? Is that not funny? Give me a freaking funny face in the in the comment section. Now we find out where they go to, right? You put a pair of socks in the dryer and always come out with one. Hello. This is funny. Are the joy guides capturing your attention? When or how are they getting you to relax a little and laugh at yourself? Let them, right? Even if it talks about stealing one of your daggone socks out of the dryer. Really? Oh my. So whatever you're going through, it's going to pass because there's some sort of a miracle that's about to occur. I'm sorry, that's some funny shit. Oh my. So in other words, laugh it off, which was the original message that came through the of water. It's just to laugh it off because that's where the light is, right? Is in laughter. Laughter is a form of purging. Look, there it is. See, there's the sock. Oh my goodness. This is hilarious. So you definitely have somebody who's doing spiritual warfare on you, witchcraft, black magic witchcraft, somebody who's veiling themselves, somebody who's cloaking themselves, as like some sort of a theatrical moment, comedy tragedy, who is trying to manipulate you into believing that you are definitely getting some sort of prophesied communication. For some of you, you are. But this person is, I feel like they're just very insecure because you're happy, you're laughing it off, you're letting it go, and you're moving through this door where there's a miracle on the other side of this door, right? There's a miracle about to occur. 44, 444 with the 5 energy, right? And you're being healed from something. So ground your energy, right? Ground your energy. So you have a fake individual, right? Who could be laughing at your pain. But you're being asked to listen to your heart. Laugh it off, right? You can find that daggone sock in the dryer. Really? You can't do nothing but laugh about it. Just like you know, air signs, if you got a missing, that's what's going on. One of your guides stole it. All right, Fatima. A little bit about this prophecy that you're bringing through. Yeah, see, there's the strike card in reverse. So when Leo, when Aquarius, okay, when the North Node, which, like I said, should currently either Aquarius or about to go into Aquarius, the South Node will be in Leo. Look, Master number 11. 11, 11. If you're seeing 11, 11, and then we got 1133. 111 is significant too. All right, so Fatima is telling you definitely to listen to your heart and don't allow this shadow to overpower your hearts. Don't allow your own insecurities to overpower your heart. It's time to let it go. It's time to walk through this door because you got an opportunity in front of you, right? So 1111, they're trying to get your attention. That you have somebody who is trying to manipulate you. Somebody is trying to control you. Somebody is trying to manipulate your free will. Because the strength card was solar plexus. And what they're trying to do is manipulate your mind, right? They're trying to manipulate your mind to make you feel like crazy, right? 911. The divine is knocking on that crown. Hello, this is an emergency. This is somebody who is playing on your insecurities. This is somebody who is trying to step into your shoes. But they're missing one. They're missing a sock. Right? They're missing one. This is somebody who's trying to step into your shoes. So when the South Node goes into Leo, and we're almost in Leo season, we only got a couple of more days, and the sun is going to be moving into Leo. The South Node will be in Leo. All snakes die when the sun is down. So that could be when this prophecy is going to happen. So somebody is trying to get you to fall from grace. They don't want you to believe in yourself. They're trying to control your spiritual communication. They could be putting intrusive thoughts into your mind, making, like I said, manipulating your free will. This is, for some of you, because this is going into the South Node, which talks about patterns and habits of giving your power away to people and allowing them to manipulate you out of insecurities. I'm seeing a Ten of Wands in my third eye, where the Ten of Wands talks about the burdens that we carry. Ten of Wands talks about people pleasing. Nobody to please but yourself. Stop giving your power away. Okay? This is somebody who's taking advantage of her kindness. This is somebody who lives in their shadow side, right? They don't want you to know who they are, right? Their face is covered. They're cloaking themselves. This is somebody who could be cloaking themselves in your light, which is absolutely crazy because I seen 1111 all day yesterday. 1111 and 111. So it's like they're trying to, your intuition is telling you, right? Stay in this laughter, stay in this happiness. I'm telling you, this person is very theatrical. See the steps? Look, this is a jack in a box. This is that box, right? And boop, up they pop out. Like a clown. This is somebody who's manipulating your free will through dark, intrusive thoughts. So hoping that you will trip and fall from grace, because they know that what you're meant to do. They know that you're meant to be this prophet. You're meant to bring prophetic word to the world. You are meant to help humanity integrate their shadow in their light. Okay, give me something more on the Shadow Queen. I'm telling you, there she is. I'm telling you. Do not make this up. This is somebody who thought they were very clever. This is somebody who's laughing at you. They're laughing at you. This is somebody who feels that they will benefit from the experience of trying to manipulate your mind, your free will, diverting your attention, hoping that you'll trip and fall, trying to control you, trying to cloak themselves as you. They feel like they're laughing at you. They are freaking laughing at you. Here, this is what we'll do, right? I know how to do this. I know exactly what to do. We'll focus on this air sign here. We'll manipulate their free will. We'll acquire the knowledge that's given to them, right? This is somebody, the Queen of Michael is somebody who is a verbal manipulator. Like I said, giving you dark, intrusive thoughts and then laugh at you, watching you trip over yourself. Because I'm telling you, this is somebody who's been siphoning your light, cloaking themselves in your light. This could be somebody from your own family who has been watching you like a hawk. Your intuition, call on your joy guides. Somebody who's stealing your things, stealing your light, and finding joy in it. I'm telling you. Somebody who is a know-it-all. They don't want you to have the confidence and the courage to bring this. So we do have a devil. Remember I talked about the spiritual warfare? So what you are doing is you're revealing these demons. You are revealing the demons and how they're manipulating humanity. How they are greedy, right? You are revealing how Mother Earth is detoxing this darkness. And this darkness doesn't like it. So you could be seeing a lot of shadows. Like I said, seeing demons. $15, $16, 111, 1111, 555, 777. So a miracle is about to occur. You're being released from this manipulation tactic because this person was trying to keep you caged, right? They're trying to keep you caged and you're being free from it. A miracle about to occur. These cards are pretty beat up, I know. They're my favorite deck. So this could be that has been handed down through your lineage. You could be here to break generational curses. Breaking free of these generational curses that have had you caged from like your lineage, your family lineage on a maternal side. Where you have been the kind of person who has given your power away. Somebody has been very insecure. You could have had something attached to your solar plexus, sort of an entity attachment attached to your solar plexus. Which makes perfect sense. Being manipulated. Somebody siphoning off of your life force energy here. Something was siphoning your life force energy. And somebody, this person that was siphoning your life force energy was cloaking themselves in it to your spiritual team. This is somebody who was trying to steal your spiritual identity with Ariel, which is, I don't know why I thought of Aries. Give me the Strength card in reverse, clarifying Fatima. Yeah, look, Empress. A dark Empress. This is definitely a spiritual manipulator. A spiritual narcissist is what I call this person. A spiritual narcissist who is trying to block your clear channel from Archangel Gabriel, because Archangel Gabriel is the one who visited Mother Mary. Remember that. He's the one who visited Mother Mary and told her, right? Told her she was going to get pregnant. And then the collective of individuals persecuted, right? Persecuted Mary Magdalene. So this shadow queen, this Queen of Michael in reverse, is a spiritual narcissist. Somebody who likes to verbally manipulate people's free will and siphon off of their life force energy. This is somebody who is demonic. Somebody who uses demons to get their information. This is also represent somebody's mother, because we have the lineage here. This is somebody's mother who could have tried to sacrifice their own child to the demons. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, air sign, you're getting a missing piece of the puzzle with the missing sock there. You're getting a missing piece of the puzzle. All right, give me the Queen of Michael in reverse. They were benefiting off of this. Yeah, what did I say about the Ten of Wands? Didn't I say I seen that? So I feel like what is hidden is the fact that you are no longer allowing this this master manipulator to siphon your power. The burdens are being released, and you are finally going to acquire the knowledge. Like, you're going to find that missing puzzle piece. The Ten of Gabriel in reverse is very good card to have, because this talks about you talking to your angel and asking them for help to lift off this darkness, to cut these cords, to remove this entity, to, lift this curse, to remove this hex, to remove this curse, because you're breaking generational curses here is what I see here. You are breaking generational curses where you are no longer allowing these entities to siphon off of your life force energy anymore. And you're like, listen, I help me. Like you're praying for help, right? This is an emergency. 911, hello, right? You're no longer pleasing this master manipulator. You're no longer allowing this master manipulator to manipulate you through your insecurities, right? No longer allowing them to play on your insecurities. It's like you're calling your power back, right? The burden is about to be lifted. Because why? Because you called on your guides, your angels, for help. And they're helping you to detox this energy manipulator. 13. 111. And we got the energy of 13 coming through here. But going through some sort of a death rebirth. Your power is about to return back. So you're definitely seeing 111 here. 111, 1111, 999, 666. Okay, decision, call on your joy guides. The world card. You have unfinished business here, world. Right? You have unfinished business here. You know in your gut you have unfinished business here. You also know in your gut that something is coming full circle. You have Archangel Michael coming through here. So an air sign could have lost their spiritual protection for trying to manipulate a chosen one, prophet, for manipulating their free will. For trying to cage a chosen one, cage a prophet. Clarify Archangel Michael with Devil card. I'm telling you. Look, see how the doors are open? You're breaking free. So this talks about that intrusive thoughts. This manipulator intrusively being all in your head and trying to manipulate your thoughts, trying to get you to go in a direction in which they want you to go in. But look, Archangel Michael is standing behind you and opening up the gates and freeing you. And now this shadow, this manipulator is losing their divine protection because of it. I'm telling you, 999 is all over place. Tomorrow is the 18th, so this could be happening tomorrow. Something could be happening too on a worldly level. 11 is all over these cards. So this person throwing the rocks, hiding the hands. This person was trying to ruin somebody's reputation, telling them they were out there pleasing other people. Because they were insecure of your beauty. This is, I'm telling you, somebody's mother figure. Look, 10 of Michael. You're being lifted up out of this pain and suffering. This person heavily betrayed you. This person is they are what I call a spiritual narcissist, right? They heavily betrayed you. Heavily. Stood back, betrayed you. Caused you a lot of mental pain and suffering. They didn't want you to see something clearly. They were cloaking themselves. But you are being lifted up out of this situation. It is over. It is ended. Look, 10-10. The cycle is over. It is ended. Because you called in your angels. You made a decision to call in your angels to release you from this pain and suffering. And now this person is in deep crap with your spirit team. Because again, you are heavily protected. You are heavily protected. They were laughing at your pain. They thought it was funny. They thought it was funny to manipulate your free will and then siphon your energy and drain you of your life force energy. They thought it was funny to attach something to you. So that you wouldn't see clearly. So that you wouldn't be able to clearly communicate with your higher self, your angels, your spirit team. They didn't want you to see the truth. This person's losing their spiritual gifts. They're losing their insight because they overstepped. They did too much with the 2 10s there. They did too much. They literally tried to siphon your life away. To end you. Literally. What was the reading I just did? The earth energy, where there was a plot and a plan to assassinate you. This is coming through this reading. So this person could have been an air sign. This person was a know-it-all. Here, I know exactly what to do, right? Here, let me show you. Why is Archangel Michael in reverse? The World. Why is the World card in reverse? Okay, we have a 3 and a 6. So, first of all, this could have been a past life person with the 6 in reverse, 6 of Cups in reverse. Could be your own child. Or this just could be, look, a mother and a child. This could have been a mother figure who passed this demonic energy down to their child. I'm telling you, you're here to break generational curses. They did it because you didn't want to work with them. That's why they did it. They did it because you did not want to work with them. You didn't want to collaborate with them. Right? You didn't want to work with them. So, because you didn't want to work with them or cooperate with their manipulation, they decided that they would attack you and attach something to you. Cause you a lot of mental pain and suffering, to betray you, to try to get self-sacrifice. That's what they were hoping for. They were really hoping for it. This, again, is a spiritual manipulative. This is what I call a spiritual narcissist. They could have even went as far as to attack your kids. 611, 1010, 1111, 311, 111. Yeah, they did it because you did not want to work with them. So they became very immature. This is somebody who was a know-it-all. This is how we need to do this. I know exactly what to do. Here, this is what we'll do. We'll attach something to slowly siphon the life out of somebody. Literally. This is a brilliant idea. This is how we'll manipulate the situation. And now something is coming back around full circle. Right? Something that they did, a decision that they made is coming back around full circle. And I feel like they're not going to see this coming. They are not going to see this coming. Yep, look, a 0. So you need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in your spiritual communication. Right? Because there is definitely a healing. That brings a key here, a solution. There is definitely a healing taking place. Because these little bitches were reckless. When they, somebody thought they had authority over your life. They thought they had authority over your life, like a master dog situation. These 3 people. One was Sagittarius, could be a Libra. Somebody who has Sagittarius, Libra somewhere in their chart. Working together with other people within the community. This is somebody who has some sort of an addiction, drug, alcohol, sex. Could be a sex addiction. Yeah. Look, there's 2 more people. Look, somebody who abused their powers. High Priestess, Pisces. Somebody who abused their magic, abused their psychic powers. Yep. Worked with another person, a karmic individual. Possibly did sex magic with a ton of wands there with an ex-partner. But their plan backfired. Right? Now somebody is getting their hopes, their wishes, and their dreams. Somebody is being divinely guided here. Yeah. All because they wanted to be a star. A clout chaser. So what was hidden behind the moon is coming to light. About how sinister this master manipulator, this is a dark empath, was. So they feel they have unfinished business because what they were trying to do with the Strength card to unalive you didn't happen. So they feel unfinished business with you. So they may want to come back in and ask for forgiveness. Please forgive me. You know what? I wouldn't even let this master manipulator, spiritual narcissist in my door. I would not even open the door to them. Do not open the door to this person. Because they're losing control. This is somebody who asked for healing energy. And then started siphoning it and manipulating it to cloak themselves. Yeah. This is somebody who, you know, thought they had spiritual authority, right? They were trying to, this master manipulator. We have the king and the queen. Definitely a couple coming through here. Who thought that they had the plan under their belt. So the king is a Libra, the queen is a Gemini, or an Aquarius. So this person could have been doing this to another person. Again, the Empress in reverse. Somebody who's a very dark, somebody who's empathic, but uses it for manipulative reasons. A spiritual narcissist is exactly what this person is. So because they could not allow you or get you to self-sacrifice, they feel like they have unfinished business. They're being very nostalgic. So they may want to come back in and say, oh, I'm sorry, right? I'm sorry. Please forgive me. No, forget it. You're not getting no forgiveness from me. I don't care. Final message for the element of air. I'm telling you, look, the King of Queen of Michael. These two are very manipulative. They probably use sex magic. This couple, they have entity attachments, incubus and succubus. These two have entity attachments, incubus, succubus. And they could have created a child out of this incubus and succubus. They feel they have unfinished because siphoning and suffocating you, trying to slowly allow you, did not work. And they're coming in cloaked because they don't want you to see the truth of this situation. They don't want you to see that it was actually them that was doing it. This could be somebody who has a kid that's a Leo. Who could be around 30 years old. All right, I'm out of this energy because it's frustrating me. Let's get a final message for the element of air. 14 viewers and over, thumbs up. 144. I'm seeing 144. Come on, 10 more viewers. Give me a Fonzie. Faith. See, Angel Michael's twin flame coming through here, telling you stay calm, trust in good in yourself and others, and see the light in the world. Right? Where's he at? Archangel Michael here, right here. His twin flame is coming through. He's saying, listen, you are here to help humanity, right? You have unfinished business here on earth. You already know the answer you seek, trust what you know. They are cloaking you. You have Archangel Michael's twin flame who is cloaking you. So they're telling you to stay calm. Don't get angry because you're about to find out who this manipulator was. Their mask is about to be ripped off. This spiritual narcissist. You will know when they show up at your door. Because unaliving you, right? Where's the Ten of Swords? Unaliving you didn't happen. They have unfinished business because you're still breathing. What did I say about Odin? McKelzel deck. So Odin, your third eye is open. See the truth for what it is and follow your intuition. Pay attention. Pay attention. Ask for a vision. Ask for truth. Because this person may be coming in wanting to be kind and give you some gift. Right? because you're mirroring something to them, which would make sense because this card come in reverse. See, this to me is a mirror effect. You're mirroring it to them, and they don't like it. They don't like the fact that you're mirroring their shadow side. So you have learned from the experience, but more study is now required to further your progress. So you've learned your lesson from this situation. That's why you're being freed. That's why the angels are lifting you up out of the situation. And this spiritual narcissist feels they have unfinished business because they can no longer siphon your energy. They can no longer siphon the light out of your lineage. See, Freya and Odin, twin flames. These are twin flames. A miracle healing is about to take place here. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. What did I say about faith cloaking you? They're cloaking you. Because you have unfinished business here on earth. The universe, right? Earth is with you. And this spiritual narcissist lost her divine protection, or their divine protection. Right? And you're about to live the rest of your life with joy, because balance is being restored. So find peace and harmony and open your heart, because a miracle is manifesting, because you're an earth angel. You're an earth angel, and you are being guided by earth. You are here for humanity's sake, and you're also being protected by earth. So you need to learn to love and accept all of the missing parts of yourself, flaws and all, and focus your mind. You have a loved one in heaven who is you to take a step back, because Archangel Gabriel is giving you a message. Right? Make that choice to listen to that still small voice within you. Pay attention. Archangel Gabriel's twin flame coming through, telling you to love and accept yourself and choose loving thoughts, because there's hope here. You understand the connection between you and this person, and you and your spirits. So you're meant to share your gifts, right? You're somebody who is of grace. You are here to shine the light on the world. Look at this. Freya and Archangel Michael. Freya coming through a second time. You are loved and protected. And this spiritual narcissist is what? They lost their protection for what they were trying to do to you. They have unfinished business, so they're coming back through. Right? They're coming back through. They're also staying in the 3D world. So are you. But when you stay in the 3D world to help people usher into the new sixth race of humanity, into the 5D level, then you will cross over. It's like you're going to be one of the stragglers, because you're guiding everybody to there. All right. This was a long one. It seems like every reading that I do is long, but I feel like these messages need to come out to you. I feel like this is very, very important, all right, for humanity. And don't forget, call in your joy gods to ask for your socks back, all right? Thank you.